You completed all the challenges. You have more than earned my trophy. We are amigos for life.
Well, if it ain't the hot air howitzer.
Hey, what's up, soldiers? My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and around the map there are 5 different totems that each contain 3 different challenges. If you complete all 15 challenges, you get a free Thundergun. So in this video, we're going to go through all the different challenges and the rewards for completing each individual challenge as well. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, please drop a like and let's get right into it. So the first challenge from the facility up here, and you can do these in any order, is going to be flinging 15 zombies, and the number is actually going to change depending on how many players are in your game, so just keep that in mind when you're playing. So the flinger that I recommend is going to be the one over here in navigation on the boat. This one allows you to go really quickly, and then you can zip line back over here faster than some of the other ones. Make sure you have a shield and have your shield like kind of to the back where the zombies are, and you should be able to finish that one pretty quickly as long as you're training up. The next one after, and by the way, for completing the flinger one, you get a insta kill, which is a little helpful, I guess. The next one is kill 10 zombies on a zip line, or like I said, the number will change. Just throw a wraith fire like right before the platform, and the reward for that one is the power keg for your entire team, which is definitely pretty nice. And the last and final challenge that's up here is going to actually be whack-a-mole, and you throw snowballs at the different things that pop up, and there's 3 different waves. The third wave is pretty hard. Well, it's not really that hard. They just like pop up a lot faster. It reminds me a lot of the sharpshooter step from Buried, which I really love. So I thought this was a really cool challenge, and it's really easy. You can pick up snowballs because they're right at your feet, so you can basically just keep throwing them, and the reward for the facility area is actually pretty good compared to some of the other ones. You end up getting half off the price of traps. So if you're going to be doing like a high round strategy and using traps a lot, this is definitely a good one to complete. The only problem is it's kind of hard to do on solo, so just keep that in mind. If you guys are planning on doing that one, try to do it as early of a round as possible. But as you can see, you get the trap drop, and all the traps after this point are going to be half off if you end up getting that power up reward, which is really helpful and really nice. So as you can see, we're going to go on to the next totem, which is going to be the one all the way on the back of the boat, and this one is going to be on the Forecastle area. So the first challenge is you have to get kills while standing still. This is really straightforward. You literally just stand and shoot zombies like you normally would, and it's really easy, like self-explanatory. You end up getting a carpenter for that one because it's not really that hard to do. As you can see, we're just going to grab the carpenter, and they're actually pretty useful because it repairs your shield all the way. The next challenge for this one is going to be kill zombies with melee attacks. So what I recommend you do for this one is use the katana. The katana is widely considered probably the best specialist as far as Aether maps go. So I just recommend using the katana because it counts. You can also shield dash or just knife normally. So any of those are going to be really useful. Obviously, I think the katana's just the fastest way to do it, honestly. And the last and final challenge is actually making soup. And to be honest, that one's kind of fun to do. It's really easy. And by the way, the one for the melee kills, you get a fire sale, which can be really useful if you're doing any of the speed runs, because it allows you to hit the box so you can try to get like the Thundergun or something like that, instead of having to do all the challenges. So the soup, there's 3 parts. The first one can be there, it can be right there where it was, or it can be over here on that like bar, and there's 3 locations for all 3 parts. So that was the first one. The next part is going to be some sort of vegetable. So it can be over here on this barrel on top. If it's not there, it's going to be over here a bit, like basically right there on the shore. And if it's not there, it's going to be in the wheelbarrow. As you can see, like some sort of cauliflower was there in the barrel. And the last and final part is going to be meat, which can be located all the way over here, and it's actually in the boathouse area, and it can be on one of the wooden like barrels. If it's not there, It could be over here, and if it's not there, it can be in the other room on the table or like the stove, and there it was. So once you get all three, then you have to bring it back to the pot in the back of the forecastle. Just place all those in and throw a snowball at it, and you'll be done, and you are all set and good to go. So the reward for this one is only a shield, which isn't really too helpful. It's like body armor, and basically it protects you from like 4 hits from zombies total. So you run out of protection really quickly, unfortunately. So the next one we're going to be doing is going to be the Lighthouse, and the first challenge for this one is kill 25 zombies with headshots and collect the brains. So if you get a headshot, a brain will spawn and you just collect them. So you have to get a total of 25, and it's actually pretty fun because the drops will stay there if you end up getting a headshot. So you can just collect them at like the end of the round, save a zombie, and then collect all of them. That one's really fun to do, and actually one of my favorite challenges overall on this map. I really like the challenge system, how you can do them co-op as well. I think they work really well, and you get a carpenter for that one because you're going to need to repair your shield, because the next one is actually going to be getting kills with shield bashes. So once again, it's pretty straightforward. You just pull out your shield and bash zombies with it. Really easy. Chances are you're probably going to have to repair your shield at least once or twice, but this one is really simple and really easy to do as well. You just use the melee ability every time, and you can kill them really quickly, and you get a power keg for your entire team. And the last and final one is bring 3 pea jars from the top of the lighthouse all the way to the beach. So the thing about this one is you can't actually run. You have to walk slowly, otherwise the pea jar that you're apparently holding will break. And it's kind of weird because you hear like water kind of moving around, which is obviously the pea, which is kind of funny to be honest. But yeah, like I said, you just have to walk and use the exact same path that I'm taking, and it does take a little bit of time. It's not something you can just, you know, rush through really quickly. You do have to take your time, and once you get to the actual beach area in the water, you just press square and you'll empty it. And the reward for this one is actually really good because you actually get a self revive. So this one is probably one of the ones you want to do every single time if you're playing solo, or if you're playing co-op. Self revives can come in handy in a lot of situations, no matter how many players you have in your game. So that's the reward for the one at the lighthouse. The next one we're going to be doing is OG spawns. This is the Call of the Dead spawn, and the first challenge that you need to do here is actually going to be a simple one, and you have to kill enemies with snowballs. So what I recommend you do for this one is just aim for the head of zombies, because it's going to be a one-shot kill. It's going to be a lot more effective if you're hitting them in the head. Also, having Winter's Wail can freeze the zombies, making it a lot easier to kill them. And once you complete that one, you're going to get the drop, which is actually going to be some points, which is really nice. You just get 500 points each player in your game, which is really nice for, you know, getting more perks and guns and stuff like that. The next one is going to be getting kills with the lighthouse trap. Now there's 2 different switches for that, and since we already did the half off one, it's going to make the trap really cheap, which is really nice. So the first like trap that you can activate for that can be over here in the spawn area, so it's really quick. Or you can also activate it over by the boathouse where we ended up getting the meat, and all you have to do is bring the zombies relatively close and they will die really quickly and really fast. So it ends up making it very easy to do, and you get an insta kill for completing that one. And the last and final challenge for the beach is another one that is not too bad, and all you have to do is complete the SOS challenge. So basically there's SOSs 3 around the map, and there's certain spots that basically are not filled in for the SOS signs, so you have to throw snowballs at those spots. And obviously there's a bunch of snowballs all around the map, so you gotta have some pretty good aim in order to get all of these. So there's one on the lighthouse, as you see. There's the one that was over by the spawn on the boat, and the other one, what you want to do is go to the artifact storage and shoot the water pipe so that it clears the fire and it allows you to run through it. And then there's another one on the boat right here that's really easy to do because you'll be so close to it. So you should have no problem filling that one in as well. So this one is definitely one of the easier ones. I would say the OG spawn challenges are so easy. As long as you are good with snowballs and like aiming properly, this should definitely be one you do every game, because it's so easy. You know, it's one of those really nice ones to do. And you end up getting a reward where you can break the ice faster. So if you end up getting frozen in water, you can break off the ice in one knife instead of three, which is pretty sick. And the last and final one that we're going to be activating is going to be over here in the frozen crevice. And the first challenge for this one is going to be killing zombies while standing in freezing water. So obviously don't make sure you don't freeze, but it's not that hard to do. You're basically just standing in the water and killing zombies. The next one for that is going to be like basically breaking or shattering zombies. So all you want to do is throw snowballs at the zombie's head and then shoot them, and you'll finish this one really quickly as well. It literally takes like no time to do this. It's really simple. And the last and final challenge, if I'm not mistaken, is one that you have to throw snowballs at a specific bell in a specific order, which is kind of weird, I understand, but as long as you remember what the order is, it's easy. So the order is A, C, G, C, E, and basically you're playing like a small tune that Pablo ends up humming at the top of the lighthouse. So I'm going to show you guys exactly which ones to shoot. So A is over there. The next one is going to be C, which is going to be over here in the corner. You shoot that one. The next one is going to be G, which is actually the one that is on the other side right here. Let me see where it is. I'm trying to remember, and it's up here. So that's the G, and then next is C, which is the one in the corner over here, and then that one's kind of hidden, by the way. And then last one is E, which is the one that's like all the way in the back right there. So once you do all those, you'll be done, and you end up getting a reward to hold more snowballs. So those are all the different challenges. Those are all the rewards that you do. They're really simple. And once again, once you're done this, all you have to do is go up to the top of the lighthouse, and Pablo is actually going to give you a key that you can use to open up one of the crates next to him, and it's going to be a free Thundergun. And obviously the Thundergun is just as good as it was in previous zombies games since Black Ops 1. It's probably the best wonder weapon on the map, and it's going to fling a bunch of zombies, which is always awesome, and it's a lot of fun to use. It has a really cool effect as well, like the color that comes out of it when you shoot it. So here I was at Golden Pack Punch just shooting the Thundergun, the Pack Punch version, and like purple air comes out of it. It looks really cool. I think it's probably the best looking Thundergun out of all of the Thunderguns that we have gotten because of the color, and it's literally only because of the color, but still it's awesome. So it's really cool, guys. I definitely recommend doing all of these challenges. And once again, do not shoot your Thundergun when you're on the zip line, because you'll go flying like I did, and it looks absolutely crazy, unless you just want to do it for fun. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe if you're new. I would really appreciate it. Have an amazing day, guys, and I will see you in the next video. I'm hopefully going to have an Easter egg guide coming out tomorrow for you guys. I definitely need to run through it a few more times to make sure it's perfect, but I'll see you later. Peace.